If you turn up the heat too high under something that you're cooking, what's going to happen? Well, logic would tell you that your food's going to get burnt. And if your food gets burnt, it's probably not going to have, all the subtle flavors that you might otherwise enjoy, unless you really like the taste of burnt cheese. Now, that's a different story. Burnt cheese, that tastes really nice. But I digress, perhaps just a tidbit. Okay, maybe a whole lot. But the concept is sometimes the best things happen with time. But in our quick fix society, we get kind of duped into thinking that, hey, if we just take things up a notch, if I just put in a little more effort, I might be able to speed this process along a little bit and then have what I'm desiring a lot more quickly than, it seems to be manifesting for me. But sometimes we don't need those quick fix solutions. Sometimes we need something that's going to take time to manifest. Sometimes, we can apply too much pressure to something and we don't come out with a diamond. Instead, we come up with a bunch of broken rocks. Okay. And with the moon transiting through Hasta Nakshatra today, Hasta gives what's called Hasta Stapaniya Agama Shakti, which is the power of arriving at and being kept in or fixed to the hand. Arriving at or being kept in or fixed to the hand. Now, notice it didn't say grabbing it and putting it there. It says arriving at. So that's something that is more of a passive process. It's something that just generally comes, right? And so manifesting the best things in life are a process. We have to be passive with the process, not necessarily forceful in our particular approach. And the energies today suggest that, well, you might be tempted to take a, quick route to something that maybe needs to take a little more time. And if you'd like to understand a little bit more about what this might relate to in your own life, there is presently a 10% discount on all of my astrological services if you use the discount code YT at the link that you'll see above if you're watching this on YouTube and down below if you're watching it on any other video platform that I might have my stuff on. Okay. But you don't want to get too pushy today. You want to let things take their time. Developing something allows you to give attention to detail. It allows you to create a work of art. I'm sure the Mona Lisa wasn't painted all in all of 5 minutes, and that the Sistine Chapel wasn't something that was an overnight job. And we need to get away from this thinking that everything in life can be ours quickly and that we can seize it and we can grab it. And with many things that are much more worthwhile, we have to be willing to, well, for lack of a better way to put it, have our nose to the grindstone for a longer period of time. Now, with the moon in Hasta Nakshatra, it's going to be joining Ketu, the south node, today. And there's a temptation with that to put your feelings to the side, and you likely have a hunch that, hey, this is something that needs a little more finesse. But then another part of you goes, I don't know if I really have time for finesse. But luckily, we've got an aspect being formed from Jupiter in Rohini Nakshatra to keep you productive, to keep you thinking more about the long-term part of the process and how to speak correctly, um, rather than thinking that you're going to be able to rush this along. But at the same time, there's an aspect from Saturn in Purva Bhadrapada, which suggests you might be getting a little bit frustrated with the process. So what you need to do is to, rather than put that wisdom to the side, which is saying, hey, this might take time, instead put that rushy, pushy attitude, which might be developing inside of you due to things not coming together as quickly as you might like for them to. let that go to the side. Instead, recognize that the best things in life quite often really do take time. So, hey, I'm going to try to do these a lot more often, these daily lunar scopes. They may not be daily, they may be every few days, but I'm going to try to keep them as regular as possible. It helps if you let me know how you've appreciated this, and it helps as always if you hit that subscribe button. Helps also immensely if you schedule in astrological services with me if you're appreciating my work. There's a lot more deeply that we can go through the magic of the lunar mansions, the nakshatras of Vedic astrology. That's going to do it for this look at the moon's transit through Hasta Nakshatra, taking place on the 12th of July, 2024. Until we talk the next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.